Hey guys, it's Meredith, and today I'm going over a quick step-by-step of how I adhere my Beetles nail tips. It comes in 500 pieces. This is what I did. It comes in this really cool case to begin with, but as you can see, I chose which one would fit each nail, and then I wrote like thumb second, and if I file it just a little bit, then it works perfectly, you know, and then so on and so forth. So I picked out my nail and I prepare it with removing my cuticles and stuff, but this is what I use. This is the best cuticle remover that I have found for me. It really dissolves and gets them where I can get them out quick and easy. I just use my cuticle cutter. I don't know where it's at right now because I have a hot mess here, but so I do that, I clean my cuticles, and then I prep. Here's my cuticle remover. So it just really gets in there and I can get around my cuticle. Then the next step I do is that I use this drill set. This is basically, this is the brand of this one, and it creates your own style. These are also known as an E-file or a Dremel type drill. These are the drill bits that I'm using today. And it comes in this cute little case. And it comes with several bits, as you can see. I'm not gonna show step by step, but I usually use one of these two up on my cuticle just to push it back a little bit further and make sure that it's really cleaned under my cuticle nail. And then sometimes if I have rough spots, I'll just lightly go over my nail with it. And then after that, I kind of rough up my nails, and I either use something like this where you can just kind of like rough them up. This is my natural nail still at this time, or just a cheap emery board. After that, I will get a dehydrator, or in this case I use a pH bonder. This is after if you wash your nails, make sure don't put any lotion or oil on it, or just water, just to keep the, you know, where you buffed off some nail dust, just to rinse it off, make sure it's dry. Then I hear this really quick and I'll go over it. It's thin, it needs to be reordered, but you just do a very, very thin coat on your nail. And then next, you do not have to cure this one, or I don't. So on this one, I use this base right over this, and I do a thin coat, and you really just kind of want to take it, and this is the consistency. You want a thin coat, so I always dab mine off some, and then just really kind of push it into your nail. Now then you want to get it into this UV light, and you want to cure it for 30 seconds. This is what it looks like. Here's the brand I have, excuse the dirt, but you just put it in for 30 seconds. So I'll do all my nails, hit the 30-second button, and it'll automatically shut off. At that time, now that that's cured, I will, I skipped a step. So once I get my nail, this made a huge difference for me. After I get my nail, I go over it with this drill on the underneath side. This isn't the one I usually use, but this will roughen it up so that it absorbs the glue better. The glue, I just fell in love with this glue. The liquid glues that I used before, it was messy. This glue is amazing. So the way you do it is you just put it up on your nail like this, okay? Then you spread it around. Look, I can move it with my fingers if I wanted to. I scooch it up, and I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna glue it, but the way you wanna do it is you just push it down and then hold it. And then the key after that is that once you do that, you wanna put it underneath this quick set light, okay? Usually comes with a kit. You can buy them separate. I bought this one separate, I do believe. You let it quick cure for about 15 seconds. After I do that, I then trim them down to size, whatever size I want. Using this cutter, it's pretty cool. So you just kind of put it in the size that you want. And then, of course, shape. And then I go over and I rough them up this way too, after I shape. And the reason why I do this is because, again, I want this to become more porous so that as I lay the base coat back down, or your polish, that it adheres easier. And in between each coat, you do this, let it cure, and then you go back in to top it off with the top coat. And this is how I finish. I'll give you a more in-depth as I go, step-by-step process.